हाय गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स, 3:15 बज चुके हैं। हम पहुंच चुके हैं टर्मिनल 3 एयरपोर्ट। वी आर ऑन आवर वे टू केरला। हम जा रहे हैं माँ अमृतानंदमयी के आश्रम अमृतापुरी में, जो कोलम में है। यहाँ पहुंचने के 2 तरीके हैं वैसे। त्रिवेंद्रम से लगभग 3-3.25 घंटे लगते हैं और कोची से लगभग 4 घंटे लग जाते हैं। तो हम आश्रम पहुंच गए, पहले चेंज कर लिया और फिर सोचा कि अम्मा के पास चलते हैं, दर्शन ले लेते हैं अम्मा का। अम्मा को हगिंग सेंट कहा जाता है, वो इसलिए क्योंकि वो हर एक भक्त से एम्ब्रेस करके, हग करके उन्हें दर्शन देती है। अब तक करोड़ों भक्तों से वो गले मिल चुकी हैं। 12-15 घंटे भी कभी कभी वो लोगों को दर्शन देती हैं। हमें लगभग 1 घंटा उनके साथ बातचीत करने का मौका मिला। लाइफ, समाज कल्याण के काम, इसको लेकर लंबी चर्चा हुई। फिर उसके बाद हम बोट में निकले अम्मा की यूनिवर्सिटी की ओर, अमृता विश्वविद्यापीठम। यहाँ पर अनेकों प्रकार के कोर्सेज सिखाए जाते हैं। इंजीनियरिंग है, मैनेजमेंट है, मेडिकल है, और ये बहुत बड़ा कैंपस है। यहाँ पर मेरा एक पॉडकास्ट रखा गया है विकसित भारत 2047 पर। तो यहीं के 4 स्टूडेंट्स के साथ एक पॉडकास्ट कर लिया, और पॉडकास्ट के बाद मैंने सोचा चलिए कुछ फ़ोटोज़ खींच लेते हैं, कुछ खा पी लेते हैं, और उसके बाद हम निकले बैक वाटर्स को एक्सप्लोर करते हुए बोट में माता अमृता के आश्रम की ओर।
So right now we are at the backwaters of Amritapuri or Vallikau, and that is the same bridge that Amma has built, Amrita Setu, which was inaugurated by APJ Abdul Kalam. And let me tell you the story behind this bridge. During the tsunami of 2004, a lot of people unfortunately on this side lost their lives, although the water could not go into the other side because of the backwaters. But when so many people lost their lives, Amma has got this bridge, this entire bridge connected, which connects this side to the other side. So now people on this side can have a route to go on that side in case some tragedy again occurs. And therefore you can see that Amrita Setu, this bridge, has been constructed by Mata Amritanandamayi Mutt for the safety of the people of Alapad Panchayat, and was inaugurated by no less than Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in 2006 in presence of Amma. So this has been done for the safety of the people of this particular panchayat area.
अब आश्रम लौट आए हैं तो यहाँ के भव्य कैंपस को भी थोड़ा देख लेते हैं। ये 100 एकड़ में फैला हुआ कैंपस है। ये स्टार्ट हुआ था तो बस एक छोटी सी कुटिया से, जहाँ पर अम्मा गौ सेवा करती थी। मैंने सोचा थोड़ा पहले कोकोनट वाटर पी लेता हूँ, और लक्ष्मी दी एलिफेंट ये भी मुझे दिख गई तो उनको भी नमस्कार कर लेता हूँ। उसके बाद अब हम चलते हुए जा रहे हैं अमृत सागर की ओर, मतलब बीच की ओर। इस आश्रम की खासियत ये है वैसे कि एक तरफ आप देखेंगे तो बैकवाटर्स है, दूसरी तरफ आप देखेंगे तो अरेबियन सी है। तो आइए बीच की ओर चलते हैं और थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लोर करते हैं। आपको आकाश में कृष्ण जी का एक दर्शन, एक छवि भी दिखाई दे रहा होगा। मुझे लगता है आई एम ब्लेस्ड, कृष्ण जी का दर्शन भी हो गया, वो भी बीच पर, अम्मा के आश्रम में। बीच के दर्शन के बाद हम चले अम्मा के सत्संग और भजन कार्यक्रम के लिए, अम्मा के दर्शन के लिए। यहाँ पर भी हजारों लोगों की तादाद थी। अम्मा के दर्शन के लिए वो उत्सुक थे। भजन कीर्तन के बाद अम्मा ने सभी को 1 by 1 हग करते हुए दर्शन दिया, हग किया, उनकी कथा सुनी, उनसे बातचीत की। तो आज का दिन इसी प्रकार से खत्म हुआ। अगले दिन हम उठकर अम्मा के उसी घर चले गए जहां से उनकी स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी की शुरुआत हुई।
So right now we are at Amma's birth house where she was born and where she started her spiritual journey of embracing people. Tell us something about this.
She was born here in this house. Definitely, it was a much more modest, little hut kind of house. Village then was quite poor in nature. So Amma was born here, and
Where did she first give her darshan or the spiritual and emotional embrace to people? Where was that?
right here, this was the house, and this is the cow shed that they had. So Amma's father very graciously let Amma meet people in the cow shed. So they would move the cows out, and Amma would meet people here. Of course, again, it was a very modest, much. This is already a modest building.
If I remember the story correctly, Amma would go to the houses nearby and collect the things for the cows, to feed the cows. And that's where she saw how many people were suffering, how much poverty there was, and what kind of challenges they had.
Yeah, Amma would go to about 60 houses every day on average, and then she would see some houses. Amma said handful of them, they'll be so happy, and they have at least 3
times. It would not be too much to say that Amma's Gau Seva initiated her to Samaj Seva.
We could say so, but I feel Amma came determined to serve the world.
Right.
So this probably was, you call it nimitta in the sense that it's probably
a medium. So let us go and see inside.
Sure. So the cow shed is where Amma used to meet people, and then eventually it became a building. And Kerala has this tradition where in temples you have these people called Velichapad. Those are designated people who the devotees would believe that God comes in them at times and answers their question. So people had only that kind of knowledge around here, temple devotion. So they thought Amma was one chosen kind of person. God would come within her when she embraces people.
Since we are in the birthplace of Amma, tell us the interesting story of Amma's birth when she was born as a baby. What were the things that were said about her and how she was, in a sense, the story connected with her? She never cried.
She was born smiling. Yes, that's what Amma's biological mother, uh, that's how she narrates it. It was a very unusual experience for her. So they initially thought Amma had this slightly dark blue complexion. So they thought she probably has some physical problem. Or
Almost like Krishnaji.
Exactly. And so, of course, they initially thought, they were ignorant about, like I told you, here there's definitely temple devotion, but spiritualities, the exposure to that was much less here. So they thought there's something unusual about her, Amma's behavior right from young age. She was so attractive. People used to call her Kunyu, the little girl, who was so attractive, so enchanting. But the parents were very worried that she was not like other children. She was not playing like them. Amma used to be lost in a different mood. She would be sometimes seen crying. They would wonder, why is she crying? Does she have a mental problem, a psychological issue? So they were always worried about Amma, not really able to fathom what Amma's, what Amma really was or Amma is. But Amma was she was a big attracting factor right from when she was little. And she had this natural tendency to help people. She would see someone suffer, immediately she'll go out of her way to help them. And she would often get into trouble for helping others. Because like Amma mentioned to you yesterday, sometimes she would even steal food from home to give to others, even ornaments sometimes. And she would get into big trouble with her parents.
So without any delay, let's go and take a visit inside and explore and show our friends how Amma grew up.
Sure.
So the journey of Amma's spiritual and charitable endeavors all began from this very small and modest place, although now it's been made into a solid structure, but earlier it may not have been that. But the moment you enter it, there is a calming effect, almost a effect of tranquil, for the lack of a better word, that you feel inside. And many people are meditating, so we did not want to disturb that. But from this one small modest room to now a huge expanse of activities across the world, and that is Amma's embrace. But it all started from here, from that one dream that her mother had, where she was foretold that divinity is going to be bestowed on this house.
इसके बाद हम चले काली माँ के मंदिर जो आश्रम में ही स्थित है। मंदिर में हमने कई लोगों से बात की, भगवान कृष्ण और शिव जी के दर्शन भी ले लिए और थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर भी किया।
Early 90s. So
when first plan to build this temple came forth, that's when Amma was told about 1.5 hours south of here is the town called Paripalli. There was an orphanage there, and they completely ran out of funds, and they couldn't take care of the 500 children there.
correct.
And Amma, that's where the whole Amma's network of charities began. Amma immediately stopped this project, and she said that all funds
Should be diverted to that.
Should be diverted to that project, and we adopted that orphanage. And even now, we constantly have 500 plus orphans there who we take care of their education. And most of them, I think, if I'm not wrong, about 50% of them go on to getting college degrees.
So
And many of them work here in the university, and we give them employment also.
Amma is very influenced by Bhagavad Gita and teachings of Sri Krishna. But why Kali Mandir?
Amma being mother, I think people always see Amma, they can palpably feel the mother in Amma. And Amma was very, full of Lord Krishna's thoughts when she was little. Eventually became that of Devi. Devi is a much more accepting, universal figure, deity. So I think it became more of Devi. And this particular Bhavatarni, this form of the Divine Mother Kali, is in Dakshineshwar temple. We have the same idol here, same kind of Bhavatarni.
And this mandir has been done by the same.
Actually, as a matter of fact, they say every tile here, every brick has Amma's sweat in it. It is Ashram residents who built this building. And Ashram, it was, even the architecture, etc., was all in consultation with Amma. And everyone toiled and built this building. used to come every evening. They used to call it Man Seva, like sand seva, and we used to get sand, bricks, cement together. So of course there were professionals involved, but it was in and out the effort of the ashram residents.
So let's go take darshan. Come.
They sign up for sevas, like you could do from veggie chopping to the whole recycle station that is completely taken care by them. So they sign up for some seva or the other. That's one of the main things here. Do something.
So I can say that lower floor is Deva and upper floor is Seva. This is Deva and Seva. Amma has combined them together. So let us take a look. The entire ashram was only this area first, and therefore the activities that took place are still here while the darshan takes place below. विदेशी लोग थे जो सेवा दे रहे थे, उनसे भी बातचीत की. Hi, namaskar. Can I talk to you for a minute, if you don't mind? Where are you from?
I'm from France.
But you've been here for how long now?
Now it's like more than 10 years I met Amma.
More than 10 years?
Yeah.
What attracted you to Amma?
Attract?
What attracted you to Amma?
It's just Amma is a model of compassion, of love, of service. She just gives everything. So when I met her, I felt like I have an example in front of me. I never found that anywhere else. For my part, I travel around the world, but Amma she's speaking about the truth, but with love. So it's just for everyone. And she's doing in action.
She's doing it in action.
But
yeah. How do you understand what Amma says in Malayalam?
Oh, it's translated in English. When I arrived, I didn't speak English very well. Now I understand more. But even when I didn't understand in English, just to see Amma giving darshan, take people in their home, and welcome everybody from
It's a universal language of love.
Exactly. We can understand. Our heart and soul understand very well that.
Have you picked up any of the languages from here?
Sorry?
Have you learned any of the Indian languages?
Not yet. I'm
Not
so
yet.
sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, Bharat. I love you, but it's too much complicated.
That's okay. We can learn a bit of French and talk to you. Bonjour.
Yeah. Oh, bonjour, monsieur.
Good to see you.
Namaste. Thank you.
Parlez-vous
français?
Français.
Très bien. You're very good for French.
I never took up French in school, but now I regret it.
But you have to practice. It's a nice language.
Macron is a good friend of ours.
Ah, very good. Okay.
You do here?
I'm doing a shop seva.
Oh.
So we are selling some clothes, ashram clothes and Indian clothes. And yes, it's my seva here.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Thank
and we're
you
going to
so
see you
much.
soon. All right. Thank you.
उसके बाद हम बोट राइड लेकर एक और बार केरला के बैकवाटर्स को एक्सप्लोर करने चले गए. थोड़ा सा बनाना चिप्स और फिल्टर कॉफी से पेट पूजा कर ली.
But when you come to Kerala, you can't do without banana chips. So we are going to have some banana chips. No, I'm going to take just one packet. Just one is enough. One is enough. We're going to try it here. Filter coffee or normal coffee?
Cappuccino.
Yeah. We have banana chips and coffee. As Keralite as we could get. So I'm going to try some banana chips. Yeah, so try some banana chips.
और फिर हम चले चढ़ाया मंगलम की ओर. चढ़ाया मंगलम वो जगह है जहां पर जटायुज अर्थ सेंटर बना है. एक ट्रिब्यूट, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्कल्पचर बना है जटायु महाराज को एक श्रद्धांजलि देने के लिए. ये दरअसल वीरता, डिवोशन, कमिटमेंट, सामाजिक लड़ाई के लिए तैयार रहना और महिला सुरक्षा और महिला सम्मान के लिए किस प्रकार से आप कटिबद्ध हो, उसका भी एक प्रमाण है. यहां से फिर हम निकले अपनी फ्लाइट पकड़ने के लिए त्रिवेंद्रम की ओर, ताकि हम दिल्ली लौट आए. सच में ये एक लाइफ चेंजिंग एक्सपीरियंस था. मैं ऐसे कहूं तो अमृत से भरा हुआ एक्सपीरियंस था. अगले सनातन जर्नी में फिर आपसे मिलूंगा. गुड नाइट.